I thought I'd make a quick little video on my transom with my PWM voltage regulator for the trolling motor, as well as the fish locator and the transducer mount that I put together. So I meant to do this on the when I was out at the lake, but I just didn't get a chance. So here is, I've mentioned this before, here's the PWM box. And basically what this does is, for a motor that does not have variable speed control, it basically gives you an infinite amount of speed instead of just the 5 forward and 3 reverse speeds, and it doubles or triples the battery life for that. So here's the little box, and they're cheap. They're like between 12 and 15 bucks on eBay. And then I ran, I think this is 6 AWG wire into the input. This one's the input, this is the output. I picked up these nice quick snap plugs off of eBay. And this one goes into the, comes from the battery, and this one goes out to the motor. And then it has, I put a little voltage regulator on here with a switch here, so I didn't want it on all the time, although I don't know how much it would matter. And then this one has, this has a forward and reverse toggle switch. So I don't have to move the tiller back and forth. So basically I just turn the voltage off, or the throttle down, and then I can switch to forward and then backwards, which we do a lot with the weeds and whatnot when you want to get out of some place in a hurry. And then this is the throttle control. So I just leave the tiller handle on full speed on, if it's, well, really in just forward now, 5 speeds, and then I control this with this knob here. And of course this is so when I'm sitting back in the boat, I just have my hand resting on here, and I just control the speed right here. And if I need to switch directions, I just go like that and hit the toggle switch back and forth. And then I drilled 3 rod holes. And I have this plank with some U-type bolts, or I don't know what those things are called. Anyways, I think I got them at True Value. And then wing nuts on there, because when you put it on the boat, it's you have to with this, the arms need to go in and out when you're mounting it or taking the transom off the boat. So then I can just loosen this and then slide the board back and forth, which is nice. And here's my my Garmin EchoMap CV, I think it's the 53 DV, which I picked up last spring. It has the down imaging as well as sonar. And another neat trick is that it takes an SD card. This thing pops open with the magnetic, and I can it allows me to actually make contour maps of lakes. So I fish at a lake that has no bottom maps at all, and so now I've been able to map out most of the lake. I haven't been everywhere on it yet, but most of the lake, and see contour maps. And you can download it online and print up copies or share it with other folks or whatnot. And then here is the transom, or here's the transducer that I've made. This one actually goes on the front, because I have 2 locators on my boat, but I just thought I just made this one last week. And I got the idea off of eBay, and got all the supplies at Lowe's, which is pretty nice. And this is this two pieces of this aluminum. I don't know what they call it. Some kind of a stripping or something. It's about 3/4 of an inch. I think it's a little less than an inch. I doubled it up so it would be more sturdy. It wouldn't be so wobbly. And then the top part I just cut off here, and then I took that piece and I bent it down into this direction. What's that, 90 degrees? And then got these knobs and whatnot, so it just, this comes on and off, so I don't have to keep that on. And when I get to the lake, and then I just have this in my back seat, and then I can just put it through a hole I drilled. And then I have this one here, this other connector top here, and when we're going in the shore, or if it's weeds or whatnot, then this will slide up, and then I can rest this on the transom like that. Now I don't have it bolted on the bottom, so it's a little loose, but and then I just got some hardware at Lowe's and connected it, the transducer, onto the bottom of the aluminum rods. And you got all these pieces right in there. Lowe's has a really nice drawers and whatnot for hardware. You can go through and pick out just what you want. And I bolted these two metal pieces together. And my other one, I actually drilled holes all along here. Where's my finger? Okay. And then I zip tied this cable. I zip tied the cable going up the back, but I didn't really think it matters, because I put some tape on it and it holds great. So I just decided to electric tape the cable running up the shaft and going up here. And then another neat thing someone else told me about was instead of using those irritating screw attachments for the transom when you connect it to the boat, I just got these U-clips, which are really fast and easy. So there's 4 of them, and you just put the I don't recall what the size is, but if you go, I think I got them at Ace Hardware, and then it slides through the hole and then just clips on the on the outside here, and less likely to lose them, and it really cuts off a few minutes of time in the morning. And of course, when you're rigging up, it's all about every few minutes makes a big difference the faster you get on the water. So anyways, that is, thought I'd share this, and this is what I came up with. Can't say that any of it is original to me. I just took ideas from various places I found, and it's worked out really well.